Welcome back. We're live with another episode of the Two Count Kickout podcast, episode 7. So we got two fingers on the second hand now.
Yes, sir.
Back again. I'm BJ with my boys here, and we have our special guests who we'll introduce. So I'll let my boys go through, introduce themselves, and then we'll introduce y'all to our guests for today.
It's your boy Cam, back at it again, episode 7. Siete for our, four international fans. I don't know any other language. Glad
Yeah,
to
we're
be
gonna
here.
have French, man.
Let me Google that.
No, I got you. I already know what it is. It's Tay We Here, episode 7, or Sept. S-E-P-T. S-E-P-T.
Ooh.
We
Okay.
good.
Okay.
You look like you took French.
I did actually. I'm
And
actually
then-
relearning it on Duolingo right now, so
There you go.
that's why I know.
And then we've got our special guest. Welcome, Giovanni. We'll let you, I guess, tell us a little bit about yourself. Nothing too crazy. And then we'll ask you a couple questions to get the ice breaking.
Yeah. So, my name is Giovanni, and ain't really much to it, I live in Mass. I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of wrestling, WWE specifically. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really paid much attention to TNA. The last time
No
I saw a
judgment.
TNA match, honestly, was when it was still an octagon type thing. You know what I mean? That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Those
long
were
time
good
ago.
times, man.
A long time ago. And the last time I really paid attention to NXT was when they were still doing like mentors or like a coach type thing, like when Daniel Bryan first came in.
Hey, 2010.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
a while.
That was a while ago. So I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know.
No.
I kind of lost the flavor for a bit, and then when I came back around was when Roman came back. I'm not gonna lie to you, I jumped on that bandwagon right back onto WWE when he came back. So I mean, there ain't much to it, honestly.
Like 2020 or this past one?
No, like 2020, man. Like when he came back, he
Okay,
came back
okay,
with
okay.
vengeance. Like
Yeah.
I was a big Roman Reigns fan, and I just couldn't understand why the fans didn't like him like that. You know what I mean? Like he just looked the part. He just looked like a main eventer,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize a heel turn was really what he needed. You feel me? So damn,
Yeah.
I'm there for it.
Oh, yeah, right on. So you kind of talked a little bit about, your background with wrestling. What kind of got you into it? What was like the period of time, or maybe an era of what made you a fan initially?
Yeah. So I used to watch Monday Night Raw with my siblings when we were younger. So we couldn't watch SmackDown, but we could watch Monday Night Raw and ECW.
Nice.
It was kind of cool. So like I came in the era where John Cena was feuding with Randy Orton. That was kind of deep for me. Like that was like when Randy Orton used to just walk really slow down the ramp to get into the ring.
Oh,
Like
no.
really slow.
Yeah.
Like bald. You know what I'm saying? So that was
Yes, sir.
that
Oh,
was
He
that
was a
era for me.
menace.
a
And
menace.
then, dude, that was fire for me. So that was that's when when I started, and then I saw the end of ECW. Now, who was that guy that was like Mr. ECW? Who was he? Oh, he's still wrestling. I think Tommy Dreamer. I saw
Mhm.
his last match. I saw him leaving and his family coming in and just being there with them. So that was there. That's how far back I was. I don't even remember what year that was, man.
It's like
But
something
now
like 09, 10, around that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, sheesh,
Lost
man.
to Zack Ryder.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
lost.
Dope.
Oh my gosh, do you remember who was that dude that was flying, the high flyer?
Evan
Oh
Bourne?
yeah. Yes, dude, Evan Bourne.
Yes,
Evan
sir.
Bourne. And John Morrison was someone I used to really like
Oh
too.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
His return when he came back and was with the Miz, man, I hated what they did to him. I really did so much.
I'm right there with
Yeah.
you, brother.
Yeah, bro. I was like, dude, that's John Morrison. Like, don't do me like that, But they did. It is what it is.
Yeah. Like right before that, he was cooking in Lucha Underground.
He
Like
was.
him. And then they just
Yeah.
threw him right back into tag team.
Yeah, I just feel like with WWE, like they bring back some stars and they give them like terrible gimmicks, or like they match him up with someone, and it's just like don't do that. Like they're pretty good on their own. Just let them do their thing. You feel me? And
Yeah.
like that was one of those that I wasn't feeling that one at all, man. I wasn't feeling that.
I feel you, but yeah, like you said, that time period that you said, with bald Randy Orton, Cameron, like I know you remember, like that was Randy was my guy, man. Then that punt kick, man, I was all for it, man. Like kick their lights out. I want to see all of that. Like,
Yeah.
I love me a good heel, so I've always been a fan of heels and heel work. So yeah, Savage Randy Orton in 09, 010, that was my boy. So yeah, no, man, that's an awesome time period to start, becoming a fan.
Yeah.
And just I'm sure just seeing it now is like it's crazy how things have changed, and
Sure.
just the different superstars in the different era that back then, high flyers were reserved for like cruiserweights. We didn't really see a lot of different wrestlers doing high flying stuff. Now you can't watch a match without seeing a dive most times. So
Yeah.
that's really cool, man. Do y'all
So
have
with,
any?
with WWE's dives, they actually have a reason. They tell a story, unlike the Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm, going through glass and just killing them,
Yeah.
death matches, all type. We don't need all that.
Unprotected chair shots for no reason.
Yeah.
This is like
that's
the
insane.
one time I would ever agree with Hulk Hogan, because like he said something of like, "What are you doing that for? Like it ain't worth it." And I'm just like,
You're literally killing your superstars.
What are you doing? What is the point? I
Like,
don't
I hate
even
it.
like to like be honest with you, I don't even like hate the Shadow Realm as much as I used to. Like at first when it was first came around, I used to hate it. But like I came around to it a little bit, but I'm still just like some stuff they do, I can't defend it. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's talk
and
about
Tony
ECW.
Khan is well, we're talking about AEW. This is the
Okay.
only time that
AEW.
we'll actually mention.
You didn't
Any other
say the
time,
name of it, yeah.
yeah. If we say
call it the Shadow
Shadow Realm, we're talking about the other company. So
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all caught on to that for sure. But
oh yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll jump into some SmackDown and Raw. Oh wait, no, never mind. In honor of John Cena retirement tour, we need to ask you, Giovanni,
What's up?
favorite John Cena match, moment, anything involving John Cena, because with you like you said, being a part of that 2010, that's right, and peak Super Cena. So
Yeah, honestly, that was my favorite Cena era, to be real with you, because he feuded with Randy. I really like that. But then there was when he got everyone together to go against the Nexus.
Oh
Now,
no!
oh my God,
the
bro!
burial.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I really like the Nexus, man. I wish they didn't get rid of them. I like them so much that it just felt like they came out of nowhere, a bunch of rookies from season 2 of NXT, and then you just had like the
Season
main
one.
roster just going. Was it season 1?
Yeah,
think
Really?
so.
pretty sure.
Yep. Because they all said this isn't the last you've seen of me. I was like, okay, that's nice.
Because Caval won season 2, I'm pretty sure, or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, I
Yeah,
appreciate the
crazy.
I appreciate the correction on that. But
That's
yeah,
one
man, they
dude I
came
would not want to get in the ring with is Caval,
Who,
because
Caval?
I feel like he'll kick your head clear off. Like my
That's
ear
pretty
hurts
good.
just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that's
I mean,
that's
that
what's
was
up,
what
man.
yeah.
Like any of those matches they had in 2009 is probably your favorite.
I'll be real with you, bro. I enjoyed Cena that whole time, man. Cause like that was when I first came into like wrestling, and you just look at who everyone is looking at, and so I was looking at him like, all right, that's cool. Like he's the face of the company. Why? And so I could see it. I could see that, and like he's someone that doesn't mind putting the title to the side to handle business, and then get back to the title. So I appreciate that, because like as a storyteller, I can appreciate when someone isn't gonna go after the title in order to push the story forward. So I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like I also think about like the outside of the company as well. Like if you're willing to take the company on your shoulders like that, to carry it like that, and not have the title in your hand, dude, you're it, man. Like you're the GOAT for a reason. You know what I mean?
Right on, right on.
Unless you're Rey Mysterio.
Hey,
Oh
that's
man,
tough.
he did my boy so dirty. You didn't have to bring that up. You didn't have to bring We're talking about good Cena moments right
Hey
now.
man, that one like you have to bring that up because it's like why?
Man, the things that don't make sense to this day.
Yeah.
Oh man, but that's WWE has its moments, but gotta love them, gotta love them. So I guess let's jump into SmackDown last week first. Roman's official return to SmackDown. Overall,
the theme, man. Oh, it's
they
over.
did keep the theme. They
I
did
guess
keep the
that's his
theme.
face
So
theme, I guess.
it's the face version of the tribal chief now.
Man,
so
this sucks.
So I was listening
what
to
do
you
you
guys
guys?
last time. I was listening to you guys talking about that last time. Y'all really just don't like the thing like that?
It's all right. It's mid to me.
It's good.
I don't like Def Rebel and
I don't like-
anything that seems like
yeah.
Def Rebel.
I was
So,
gonna say
like-
I don't like the intro, like the extra stuff that they have at the beginning, and just give me the regular pop that I know from Roman for the last 2 years or 2.5 years because he had the original theme for a little bit, but
Oh man,
you like
that's
it though,
crazy.
Giovanni?
I was rocking with it, man.
It's
I took it
good.
back
It was
Yeah.
cool at Mania, but like,
it could have been worse.
because like
It definitely.
I like
Yeah.
it
I like-
fit for Mania, but like after that, I don't know.
What? You mean SummerSlam?
No, Mania. Like when he came out to it at Mania against Cody.
Wait, did he really? 'Cause
Oh,
I
did
did
he?
not
Yeah,
hear
he
that
did.
one.
Because he had like the live
Wow.
orchestra and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I guess this version is basically the orchestra
It's just like,
version.
yeah,
of his-
yeah. It's just like
Oh, great
recorded
point.
version, yeah.
I never
Dude.
realized that until you just it definitely
That's
was.
crazy. I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
even know that. Listen, I didn't know that.
It's-
Oh,
Well, I guess they
I
were
think-
preparing us for the change. We just weren't ready
don't.
for it
Mhm.
to accept it.
yeah. Did you guys feel like there was like it feels the same as The Rock's new?
It like the intro, like the kind of the building up towards the ultimate
Yeah.
drop. Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
But that's what I felt when I heard it. I was like, it's giving Rock right now.
You gotta move on from that word. After last week, we gotta move on. These two goons had some nonsense to say about Raw.
We had a lot of
Wait a second. You, Tay, were the one that said The Rock it was trash on the mic. Trash in the ring.
Well, I didn't say trash in the ring. I said he's not top
No.
5 on the mic. That's what I said.
Which
And that's blasphemous. But
Yeah.
trash, not trash in the ring. Yes, The Rock was not very good in the ring. I'll give you that. But on the mic, oh man,
I didn't think
I can't.
who can make a crowd chant Fruity Pebbles in an entirely different company besides The Rock? Because that's happened before.
How was that a good flow though?
It's effective. It's
Listen.
effective,
It's childish.
bro. Because
I feel
who
like
is it?
I feel like
It's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna agree with you. I think Cam has a point there. Like, if you can make
you.
a whole other place like say what you've been saying on your own show, that's come on, man. You got some reach there, brother. You got some reach, man.
I guess, but I'm still not going to agree with it. I don't like The Rock. I've never liked him. I never will.
It's okay.
That's
Especially
fair.
if what happens that y'all said was going to happen. If that happens, I'm never liking him again.
It's gonna happen, bro. But
Stop.
this is a safe place, so
Okay,
you are
we off
entitled
topic.
to
Let's go
your
back to
opinion.
SmackDown.
No,
Oh, we
No.
talking about? Hey, you know who invented
Before-
that shit? The Rock.
Stop.
Oh man, so yeah, Roman returned and decimated the bloodline. Are they gonna do Solo and Roman anytime soon? Do y'all think?
Don't see it happen until like really maybe. I think they have a Saudi show coming up. I think
I
Crown
think they'll do
Jewel
it
is supposed
fair.
to come.
Early November,
Okay,
yeah.
I think
Oh no,
I think they're gonna hold off from Bash, and then
yeah,
hold it for
They
like
can do
Crown.
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood would be ideal.
Bad Blood's more of a B show though, and they really like this. They treat the even the Saudi shows are like glorified house shows. They still kind of want to impress the Saudi. I think it's the government that they have the contract with.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want
yeah.
to put it enough to make it where it's almost a show level, and that's why even when Roman was champion, that was one of the few times he would compete is a Saudi show. So I think they're going to hold off for that, and then probably introduce another Anawahi or Fatu. They got like 8,000 of them. So
We saw the family tree at the WrestleMania kickoff last year.
I
So
think I
or
think
this year. That was this year.
there,
Jesus.
there's
Yeah.
one that Hikuleo, not is it
Hikuleo.
Hikuleo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hikuleo
Hikuleo, yeah.
signed. So there we go. And then we get set
He
up for
did
War
sign,
Games.
didn't he? Oh, that's crazy. I forgot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
bro. It's get ready because we ain't seen the last of it.
No, this Bloodline story, they even said, well, what did Roman say at the press conference last year? He's like, well, we're in the third inning. Or
Third inning.
yeah. So yeah, they've got a lot. This Bloodline story
It's-
potentially lasts for the next 5 years at this
It's
point.
crazy because it's probably true.
I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't though. I'm not gonna like. There are moments I'm just like, bro, can we just wrap this up? Like,
Bro, but they keep it interesting
Yeah,
though.
then they find something to bring it back in. That's
They keep it because that's what I thought after this
After
Mania. I was
Mania,
like,
yeah, that's
Bloodline is done. I was like, we ain't got to worry about it. And then they did the stuff with Solo, and then I'm like right back intrigued. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
this is interesting. What are they gonna do with this? So they're gonna keep doing it, bro. This is gonna last for a long time. So
I will say, came to your point about like between Bad Blood and Crown Jewel. I feel like Bad Blood still isn't a bad option because like it's a newer-ish pay-per-view to a lot of the casual audience. Like a lot of them probably has never even heard of it, and like it's a great way to kind of bring back in the presence of Bad Blood because it is something like sort of new. But I see what you mean about like trying to impress their
right.
too.
And my thing with Bad Blood is that it's also, and Giovanni, we want to get your thoughts on it too. My thing with Bad Blood is that we want to, they already have two things that have already like been built up enough to where if they were on the Bad Blood show, it would make sense. You got obviously Rhea and Liv. That's not going to be done at Bash, so that can main event. I know a lot of people were saying Drew and Seth. That could happen.
Nah,
I know.
Seth's gone.
Not Drew and Seth. Drew and CM Punk.
CM Punk,
yeah.
You know what I meant.
I know.
So that could but I feel like Roman, it's one of those things where he's still kind of going to be on that schedule that he had. Yeah, he might show up more, but he's not competing at the B show.
That's a good point.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where that's why I'm like, Saudi, I can see it happening because then it's also like, I'm the tribal chief, I'm royalty. Let's do this in front of royalty.
So you think it'll happen at Crown Jewel? Honestly, so I think Survivor Series, honestly.
Like the one-on-one?
why. Dude, I think that it might be like a Bloodline versus Bloodline thing.
War
To be
Games.
honest
Yeah,
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be something like that, and I really feel like Dwayne Johnson might have something to do with this. Now, this is a theory that I had, and it's crazy, but hear me out here. Hear me out. When Dwayne left, he said something to Cody. He was like, "Don't you ever do this to me again," or something like that. He gave him something back, right? And then he just dipped. Dwayne's character right now, the final boss, I feel like as a character, he doesn't like to lose. And all of a sudden, Solo Sikoa is just like doing this thing. There's always been this like weird feeling for me that like he was sent by someone. Like he was sent by someone in the family, in the Anoa'i family, to be in the bloodline, to just kind of like take it over from within, which is what he did. And now it's like, all right, now who sent him? You feel me? And there's a lot of like fan theories out there with you have the head of the table, Roman Reigns, versus the other head of the table, Dwayne Johnson. And that kind of sets you up for a WrestleMania where you have Dwayne Johnson versus Roman Reigns type thing. So I personally don't know if a Roman versus Solo is gonna happen now, because that would take away from Solo's momentum, right? And I think that like you kind of like need to you kind of need to keep like that momentum going to 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry, man. When these moms come here literally, you kind of need the momentum to kind of like stay with Solo for a bit, because like I'll be real with you, he's not that believable as a tribal chief, and he needs to just kind of stay in the air for a little bit longer. So if you have Roman go and take them out, like, you know, I feel like that kind of destroys Bloodline Part 2, man. And you kind of need Bloodline Part 2 to be strong in order for a Roman Reigns team and a Solo Sikoa team to make sense.
I think he can do that by having Solo beat Roman in the 1-on-1.
I was about
Do you
to
think
say,
they would do that?
They
I
have
think
to.
I don't think they would.
It's
it
gonna
would-
make Roman desperate, and he's gonna have to get Jimmy and Jay and whoever
Okay,
else,
when you
Yo,
when you put it
I
like
can't-
that would
because he's
make
gonna be
sense.
outnumbered. So he's gonna have to do something. Therefore,
Because-
Trey,
Yeah, he definitely won't. He definitely
Listen.
won't lose clean. We know
No,
that,
bro,
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no
And-
way he loses clean.
Yeah.
And if you
So-
remember, like Adam Pearce's like phone call, he's like, "Yeah, I want like both of them." So like he's in the way they're setting it up, it's like Jimmy and Sammy are going to move to SmackDown for
SmackDown,
two
yeah.
people, and you know Crown Jewel. If you get Solo and Roman, that's how you can introduce Hikuleu, and then set up the War Games match, and then
Mhm.
like, okay, Roman's bloodline needs a fifth member. You hear the
Yeah.
Rock's music, he comes out, and you think, okay, yo, this is amazing, and then the Rock's gonna turn on.
Oh, that's clean. Actually, I like that.
I can rock with that.
I like that.
I do
I'm
like
still
the
not pushing
story.
Rock though.
We know.
But let me ask you this though. Do you think that Roman's character is a character that would just lose to the new bloodline like that? Because I feel like the way he came in
As a
like
face
the
now,
intensity-
yes.
Really?
And I feel like
Really?
it's almost like Hogan levels, where he, as long as he gets his win back or the final win, he's good. Because Triple H, once again, we have to look at who's booking it. Triple H, he's more,
True.
consistent with it. He's more, he plays the long game. Like, yeah, you might lose a match here, and it's still not a clean win. And Roman can even hold that over Solo's head. Hey,
Mhm.
you didn't beat me clean. You're not the tribal chief.
Yeah.
And then that leads to, like I said, with The Rock coming out, like, Roman, like, Solo, you failed me too many times, and real tribal chief had to walk out here.
Mm.
So I could see him taking a dirty loss, but like Roman's looking at it down the line, like it's like with Money in the Bank last year. He
he
got
took
pinned.
the loss.
He got pinned by Jay, but in the long run, he knew he was going to get that win back and tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We
crazy
shall
that
see.
Roman has done all this impact without saying a single word.
That man
Bro.
has said nothing.
He ain't said
since
nothing.
Bro.
I don't
That's
know if he's gonna
crazy.
talk on Friday.
He probably won't. He probably just come out, Superman punch the bloodline, spears a couple people, and dip out again. Wreck everyone and leave. It's coming back.
All he said
Really?
It's loud every time now. It's crazy.
Oh, it is crazy. It's crazy.
I think
They
towards the end
finally
he
getting
said
the-
like, I think towards the end he said to Solo, "I'll give you one chance" or something like that. Like towards the end, like when at the end of Friday Night SmackDown, I think he did say something to him.
Maybe catch that. Okay.
And something
Yeah.
I noticed was like when Tama Tonga handed I forgot what it's called.
The Ulafala. Yeah.
That was,
Oh, he
yeah.
paused for a second.
Yeah,
I
and then
did
he
notice
slurred that. And just that's what Solo did whenever he, handed it to Roman. He paused, so like, we might be even setting up for the next betrayal in the bloodline.
That'd
What
be
did you guys
crazy.
think of that?
Tama Tonga.
Yo,
I'm not saying he's gonna win.
Tama
but
Tonga,
I'm-
new
Yeah.
tribal chief. Let's go. Oh, have you?
Don't
That would be
do
insane,
I,
actually.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
it would.
Yesterday, Paulo Lola.
What is
It would.
he's like,
Yo,
like, what is this? What are you doing?
Bro, he He pisses me off every time he does that. I actually get mad whenever he does that.
Montez Ford doing it made me so weak.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is that, a tick? Like,
No,
please
wait.
stop. Like,
That's
You
crazy.
you
don't
did
do
not
that
do this
anymore.
in New Japan. Why are you
Right,
doing
like,
it
why you
here?
don't? It's not selling me as you're an insane psychopath killer. It's just it makes you sound weird. Like,
It's
I
like
don't.
what Giovanni just said, bro. They bring in these people and they change their gimmick. That's literally what it
Yeah,
is.
they
They
yeah,
really
you
do.
hit the nail on the head for sure. Because I don't know what
That's
that is.
so funny, bro.
Shifting gears though, another interesting topic. And is it time to have the conversation about Cody's title reign?
No,
Nah,
people
No,
overreacting. It's because they hate Cody. That's literally all it is. I don't
is
Yo,
that
think it's
I'm not
as
gonna lie,
bad as
nah,
people
bro.
think.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. A
Oh,
title
here we
reign
go.
for Roman Reigns is very hard to follow, bro.
It is, but like
That's
people
not
need
easy.
to understand that. Like, what else are you gonna do following a 13, 16 date reign? Like, what are you
Bro, I'll
supposed to
be real
do?
with you. Like, not like, hold
really
on.
cute?
Who really is gonna give Cody Reigns, Cody Reigns, God,
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes? Who's
Hey,
gonna give Cody really like a good story, bro? Like, who's really gonna do that? To be real with you,
Randy
I feel
Orton,
like that.
but we see what they're doing with him.
And honestly, like it's only been a week, and like there's some stuff that you can. If Bastion Berlin is a filler pay-per-view,
it
but
Yeah,
is,
it,
yeah.
we know
you
that.
know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you still gotta have something. So like I feel like you can even tell this story of Kevin Owens. You know, he always took the bullet for Cody with the Bloodline, and he wants to get back to being the prize fighter. We might see a Kevin Owens heel turn,
like yeah,
maybe.
in true KO fashion. My
Um,
thing is, I'm tired of KO being in this position of we know he's not gonna win the title. Like I'm really
Yeah,
getting it's
yeah,
getting
Yeah.
pretty annoying for me because I love KO. Like that's
Yeah.
my dog, and I
yo,
want to see him get his just due because he's been working so hard over these past 3 years, even longer. Since he lost the title to Goldberg, but like it's it's just crazy that they have not given this man his just due after all this time, and to put him back in this position just to lose to Cody because nobody believes he's gonna go over Cody on a filler
yeah.
pay-per-view like we just said.
right.
Well,
I think that's really what's disappointed me currently with the reign. Like they don't really have anybody else to put in this position, so they put
facts.
themselves in a position to where they have to put KO in this match. Like they have no other options.
All
So
the
I
star
think
powers on a
Yo,
roll. That's the problem.
exactly.
yo, what do you
And you
what do
can't
you
put
guys
it
think
back
of
on
this?
Roman.
What do you guys think of this? Like, what if Cody does beat KO, right? But then he actually gets super mad. Like he gets like upset that he just keeps losing, and then he turns heel against Cody. I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh,
that would
he
really
started
give
hit regardless.
Cody. I mean, yeah, but then it would have to be after a loss, so it could be justified, right? And he'd be super pissed
Yeah.
at everybody. He'd be pissed at the management. He'd be pissed at everyone, just going on a rampage and going after Cody for real, for real. And you know
I
Cody's not gonna back down from the fight. You know? Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no, my bad. No, go ahead, because I'm still working up the thought on what how I'm trying to say it.
Yeah, no, you're good. I feel like Cody wouldn't back away from a fight against Kevin Owens if Kevin really became a heel, because Cody's really that like hero type face. You feel me? So I think it'd be very interesting if he did lose, but then like just like Drew McIntyre, like he just loses a screw and then he just like goes completely berserk on SmackDown. I think that'd be perfect. And with Sami Zayn coming back to SmackDown, it could also be like an interesting, like intertwining story down, like down
Ooh,
the
give me that
you know, like
one-on-one
down the
match,
line.
Kevin and Sammy. Ooh, give it to me. I want to see
Ooh,
that.
Another one.
That's another. That's a very interesting layer there. I would like to see that match again.
Yeah.
I could watch that. I could watch that match actually anytime they put it in front of me.
Facts.
I keep forgetting they once had a WrestleMania match
Yep, they
because
did.
WrestleMania
They
37
did.
is just kind of
37, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just forget.
I always forget about that match. Yeah, Mania 37 is kind of, yeah.
Giovanni, I feel where you're coming from. I feel like they could also make, like I said, like they can justify him turning heel before Bash. That way, we do have a solid face versus heel match. Like
Yeah.
like I said, I always took the bullet for you for the Bloodline, and now I'm getting recognized because you had to step up for me instead of on my abilities. But if he turns heel, I feel like they could do it, and then imagine because Survivor Series is in Vancouver, so like, even if they like have like a little like route like something happens and they do have the match at Crown Jewel and then Survivor Series in Vancouver, could you imagine the pop Kevin could get if he won the title in his home country?
They're
That's
not putting the
true.
title on
I
Kevin,
know.
bro.
Hey,
Hold on. So here's the
Not
thing
doing
with
it.
that. Here's the thing with that. So if you're saying that, that means they would have to have 4 matches
Yeah,
because
they're not gonna put both titles on the line at Bad Blood. I don't see it happening.
no, I'll say because so like Cody wins at Berlin, and then
Mhm.
that following Friday, Kevin turns. Obviously, they have to face each other at Bad Blood because it's in Cody's hometown. They have to
Mhm.
do that. You cannot leave Cody off of Bad Blood in his hometown as the champion. You can't. You cannot do
Well, he'll
that.
be on the show. They may not put the title on the line.
No, they don't have to
or
put the title on the
it-
line, but he has to be on
Yeah,
the show in a match. There's no way.
yeah,
It can just be a
yeah. He'll be on the
regular
show
match.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
but
he did the promo with Metro Boomin. Yeah, he's
exactly
gonna
like
be on the
you
show.
can't do that. So
I,
they have to.
I,
He has to do something.
I keep
I don't know
forgetting it's
what
in
it is.
Atlanta
Yeah,
because
Yep.
I'm so mad it's not in St. Louis. I keep
facts.
forgetting it's in Atlanta because and I'm sorry. They made a whole big deal about bringing Bad Blood back, and Triple H is like, we want to bring back because it's the anniversary of the first Hell in a Cell, and Hunter has gone on record talking about how important Hell in a Cell is to him. Why would you not then? It's the history of the first Hell in a Cell. It's the first, and I hate to say it, first 5 rated match. Like the only Hell in a Cell match. Well, no, one of the first WWE matches to get a 5-star rating from He Who Must Not Be Named. And you in St. Louis has such a rich wrestling history, especially with Ric Flair, Harley Race, all that. Why then not put it in St. Louis? I know we're getting NXT, which is cool, but if I had my choice between a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view
Oh, that's
or
like all the same
NXT,
week too. And that's crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm picking the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
It's crazy
That's
too
my
because Metro Boom is from St. Louis too.
Yes, he is. That is. Yeah, I thought about that too when I saw this. I was like, I'm kind of torn. Like, I wanted it. Like, they're molding him like he's from Atlanta, but he's not. So
This makes no sense. Then
it's all right, Cameron. Yeah, I
I'm
understand.
gonna mute my mic real quick.
I understand now. That is a little. It would make so much sense for it to be in St. Louis. It only makes sense because of the original. Yeah, I don't know what their thought is, but I think they're trying to. They want Cody to be the focus. It seems of this pay-per-view. So or PLE. I'll never get used to
Damn,
that.
do you not
honestly.
like Cody, bro? What's up?
I like Cody. I don't like the fact that it's in Atlanta instead of St. Louis. It should be in St. Louis. Like, you can't change my mind. Like, I'm not just saying that because it's 35 minutes from my house. I'm saying that because it's just that's kind of why I'm saying it. But that's not the only reason. It's because the history.
That's fair. That's fair.
It makes no sense.
I understand your frustration. I understand. Let's talk about something different, so you can cool off.
I'm going to bring it back. Watch as we're saying bye.
I'm weak, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, let's talk about some Raw. Because nothing
Forget
really.
you're young.
nothing. Why is Trae Young catching strays right now? Because he plays
crazy.
for the Hawks.
Because he plays in Atlanta. There's many other reasons, but that's one of them.
Let's talk about Raw, which was in Austin, Texas, where I reside. I did not get tickets, unfortunately. But I'm not too mad that I missed the show because it was all right.
I was gonna say, you're gonna go on a rant about that?
No, not at all. I didn't miss too much. I was perfectly fine watching it from my couch. I was good. No, outside of the the opening segment and the segment with Drew and CM Punk. Like, I mean, the 2 out of 3 falls match was good.
Yeah. I did like the Gunther Randy promo.
That was good. I still think it's weird that they're going with this instead of going with Cody. They could have built this a little longer. They could have had a good story going and kept him on SmackDown, but that's neither here or there. Gunther needed
I think it's too early
good
still.
challenger. Yeah, he needed somebody to legitimize his title reign early,
Yeah.
which he really didn't need. We know Gunther's legitimate, but
Yeah.
I understand why they put Randy in this position. Yeah, that the initial Judgment Day segment was really good. I thought that was chaos, and I love chaos in my wrestling. So,
And that makes me. I remember there's a question I wanted to ask all you gentlemen. What is the one food? Because Dom turned heel about some chicken tendies. What is the one food that would make you turn your back on your homies like that? Because mine would probably be chicken tendies or boneless wings.
that's a really good question, actually. What food would make me turn heel? Probably some birria tacos, honestly. Like some really good birria tacos with the consomme. Give me some rice and beans on the side. If it's that good, yeah, that might do it for me. I love tacos.
That's crazy. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So you gotta have that one food. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta have that one food that just makes you turn just like, you know what? Maybe I will kick this guy in the face.
I was gonna say you might punch somebody in the face if they try and get some.
Not gonna lie. Okay, it might sound crazy, but for me personally, like if I don't get to eat this thing throughout the day, then I'm like upset about it. Eggs.
Eggs? Okay.
Yeah.
Eggs are very versatile and delicious in a lot of different ways. So
My wife disagrees, but that
I thought you were about the Cheez-Its. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Nah,
Cheez-It?
I don't love Cheez-Its like that.
That's hilarious.
It's like if I don't get my hands on some Cheez-Its.
Nah, literally, if I genuinely don't eat eggs in the morning, like before work, I'm like cranky the rest of the day. Dead serious.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta eat breakfast, and that's like the one thing I have to eat. But like, if my wife doesn't make it, I'm not upset at her because she works hard too, so she got other stuff.
Yeah.
Right on.
There you
Right
go.
on.
There you
What
go.
about you, Giovanni?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm Haitian, so rice and beans, man.
Okay.
That's my thing. Like it's whenever I see it, I just go for it, man. I might be full, I'll still get a plate.
Somebody
I'll
gives you
still
some
get a
rice and beans. Hey, turn your back on your homies. You know what?
I kid you, man.
I get right there. You know what? I don't really like them
Yeah.
anyway.
These rice and beans kind of good. I might not be able to let these go. I feel you. I feel you. Great question, Cameron. That was a
That
great
was a
question.
great question.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Monday Night Raw.
Monday
The
Night
Judgment. Yeah.
Hold on. So, like, for y'all that are watching this, if you were wondering why we were laughing at the start of this video,
Oh yeah.
it's because we were talking about the new faction name for Sonya, Shayna, and
yes.
Zoe. The
Yes.
Pure
Wait.
Fusion Collective. What
Can we
that
have a
means?
moment of silence?
Couldn't tell you.
Because
But
Wait, they have a name? They
Yes.
have a
they
name?
finally
I
have
have
a
a
name.
name.
Wrong.
It's not
What
the
is it?
Bloodline anymore. It's the Pure Fusion Collective.
They heard we were calling it that. They're like, yeah, we gotta change that.
They watched the podcast last week and we
Wait.
told them, you guys need to give them a name or we're gonna keep calling them the Bloodline.
Yep, and
So
I got one.
they
I
had to
got
do
three
it.
on the sideline.
They listen.
Hey, I'm not taking the pure. That sounds like a translated Japanese anime. Like
I
like
don't
a
know what
Yu-Gi-Oh
it.
card, man. Like I played Pure Fusion Collective.
I'm gonna be so mad. Like they have to explain this in a promo next week. Like they have to say where this came from, or because it just sounds dumb. And I like to be positive about certain, especially with wrestling. I like to be positive and give things a chance. I even tried to shorten it. I was like, man,
PFC,
PFC? No,
PFC, come on.
I tried it. I tried. See, we're trying to be positive here, but when
That's
it sucks, it sucks.
I call it C.
It reminded me of PCB, like that group.
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. But yeah,
Yeah. I need an explanation.
That is terrible.
Stupid.
That's a bad name. I'm not gonna
Even
lie
when
to you.
Samantha announced it during the entrance, I was like, dang, even she can't make it look cool.
Yo,
If Samantha
No,
can't make it work, then it can't. It ain't
it
working.
ain't
yeah.
working. So safe to say, I'm. Can I rescind my pick for them to win the tag titles now?
I'm not. I'm
The
I,
not
sad
gonna.
I,
thing
I'm
is
not.
that might actually help
They're
them.
still gonna win them. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie
Oh,
to you though. I like them as a faction. I like the three of them
I do
together.
too. They're
You know what I
legit.
mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
So Sonya gives
whoa,
helps with
whoa.
Zoe's charismatic self.
No, or yeah.
no
Yeah,
aura.
like Shayna, at least she can back it up in the ring. Like if Shayna had like a manager, oh, yeah, it'd be game over. But with Sonya in that kind of capacity, because Sonya's deadpan, but at least she can kind of engage and kind of talk.
Yeah, so you can
Zoe,
Yeah.
talk, yeah.
Yeah.
Zoe's just like white bread. It's boring.
Was
Like
it Sonya's the
or
talker, Shayna's the fighter, and then Zoe's just there.
Zoe's there.
Yeah.
Z3, that's the coolest part of
Well,
Zoe.
white bread is crazy.
Like,
Do they still sell bunny bread in stores?
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh wow. Well, Wonder Bread is the other one too, or is that
Yeah,
the same brand?
I don't
Bunny
even
Wonder
know.
Bread. I don't
I don't
know.
You
know.
know.
That's
You know.
hilarious. That
I
Like
had a.
even her theme song gets on my nerves. Zoe,
Zoe.
what is that? What is he saying?
why are we
What you see is
yelling?
what you get, bro. That's all.
Right.
That's all I know.
Hey, you know more than me. I
I
all
will
I know
say.
Z360. That's kind of cool, but that's it.
I will say they do have potential though, because I saw like when I first seen them come out, I saw like almost like a female Shield, if that makes sense.
Oh, don't do
Don't
that.
hate.
Don't do that.
Don't hate me. Don't hate. Don't hate me.
But
Don't do
Don't
that.
I
hate.
get it.
Don't
The
hate
only
me.
thing
Yo, we like having you. We like having you on the show, bro. But
Listen, I'm
I
gonna stand by it, and I'm gonna stand by it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like you should really just change.
oh hit the moment he realized how crazy
Listen,
that sounded.
I'm
he said that you have a
I'm
shield.
gonna stand
Oh my
firm
gosh,
on
bro.
this. But here's my thing. I didn't think that they should call them shields. I feel like the women's roster just all together, they need a team to come in there and just like shake it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I need I need a team to go in there and actually make it worth watching, because I could care less for the women's tag team division in any way, shape, and form. And I'm not even trying to be mean. It's just not interesting. They're not
Or
booked right.
just get rid of
And
it.
no,
The women's
you should
tag.
not get rid of it.
No,
No,
I
they're
think
not
you
gonna
should.
do that now.
I think
They
you
should
should
just get rid.
actually.
No, like a tag team division and the titles, all that. It can
Oh
go.
no,
Bro,
they can't.
no, I think you should
Nobody
actually
cares
actually.
about him. Giovanni just said it. Nobody cares about him.
I mean,
Tag division.
I don't care because they're not being booked right. I feel
I
like there are
know.
enough women. I feel like there are women that can actually make the tag team titles actually worth paying attention to. You feel me? Or like get another set and leave one on one show and put the other one on the other one. Like that, just leave it like that. Like you feel me? Like
they never should have got rid of the NXT Women's Tag Titles.
they really should
Because
have.
the Women's North American Championship, I think, is very stupid.
Well, they've been talking about doing like a women's mid card title for a while.
I
so
get that, but like,
I
call
think
that
that
like a
makes sense.
television title or something. Not hey,
The
hey, we
women's-
got this. Let's just make it the exact same title but smaller and a white strap. Why? That's what they already did for the women's world titles on the main roster.
No, I get
That's
what
just
you're
what they
saying.
do. I know.
Yeah, I get what you're
Man.
saying. But back to my point.
My bad, bro.
Bro, you're good. You're good. I just feel like here's my thing. I feel like Sonya Deville as a character is a disruptor. And I feel like she's so malicious that she can go and just ruin things for a lot of people. And with the way that Shayna Baszler is as just a wrestler, like she will like hurt you. That's perfect, man. Like you have a ruthless team. You have a team that really could care less about anything. And if you have them going and playing by their own rules, not really by the rules of anybody else, could care less if you're the queen of the ring. I could care less if you're Miss Money in the Bank. I could care less if you are the women's, tag team champions. I'm gonna go through you. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cement myself, kind of like Damage Control did. You know what I'm saying? I think like they have potential to do something like that, and that's why I like this team. That's why I feel like, okay, again, I'm gonna say this. It might be blasphemy, you guys, but like
Brace
we can
yourself,
call him
Tay.
we can call him Sword or something. We can call him something. I don't care.
Oh, bro, that's
We
crazy.
can call him.
Oh, that's
We can call.
oh man, that's
This is
hilarious.
not Pokemon. That's crazy.
I would honestly like. I would more call them the core than anything.
Bro,
Oh my
anything.
gosh.
As long as it's not
Sword and
people
Shield is
Anything but
crazy.
collective,
what
bro.
they're actually called is
What are
fine
they,
with me.
bro? What are they fusing? Like, like what?
Where are they?
That is the
This is a
question. That's why I said they need to explain this on Monday,
Yeah,
or it's just done for. But I
somebody.
do feel Giovanni and the fact that you know them three together are like legitimate, like they're real killers. So if they're going in the ring and just beating everybody up, yeah, you're right, two of them. Zoe is just there, but
I gotta
Wait,
chill out.
Yo,
if they
just
go
come
in
on.
and just beat
Never,
everybody up and snap
never.
some limbs, like I'm not gonna look at that like I can't believe that they're doing this. Like they have that legitimacy of the octagon. At least Sonya and Shayna
Exactly.
together. Zoe, they could have done without her, but they had to put her somewhere, I guess. But we'll just have to wait and see. The name,
I
they're
mean,
not
she's
on
not.
off to a great start. But I'm gonna be positive too, and hope that they can, because the women's tag division is trash as it is. They have to do something. So maybe they'll be the breath of fresh air it needs. I don't know where that breath is coming from, but oh,
like I said, the female core.
It ain't us.
Yeah, so
My
Raw
bad.
was pretty lackluster outside of a few segments in the 2 out of 3 falls match. Bronson Reed killed
Man,
R-Truth, and I'm
dang.
kind of upset about that.
He's a national treasure.
You just destroyed this man on
And
live
Bronson's a
TV.
natural disaster.
He is. He is.
Tsunami, baby.
I did like that video package they did of him before, whenever they basically were
All like the analytics and
selling,
stuff.
yeah, of
Yeah.
how extreme all of those tsunamis were that he put on Seth last week. So I did like that. That was really cool to see, and I like when they emphasize like this is a 350-pound man jumping on this man full force 6 times. Like that's legitimize it. Make me feel like I should think Seth Rollins is dead somewhere.
They said 50 kangaroos.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, that is insane.
It's kind of
They
sad
said
that it's like another write-off for Seth, though. Pain.
I do have pain with that, but I don't want him to get hurt for a long period of time again. They said it was just kind of like a precautionary thing.
Yeah.
Right. And it also gives us time to kind of like, let the CM Punk Drew, CM Punk
really
Drew
think
to
into
finish, and then move to CM Punk, Seth Rollins. So,
do you think at any point with those three, Seth, Drew, and CM Punk, do you think that before WrestleMania, one of them holds the world title?
No.
Probably not Seth, but
no, nobody's beating Gunther for a minute.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're gonna have him go on a super lengthy reign again.
I know. I feel that way too, but
we said that with the IC title, like when he won the IC title, and then look what happened. Because they said Gunther's been champion 75% of his WWE career, which is crazy.
That is crazy because that goes back to UK title too, the NXT UK title.
Back when it was still NXT UK.
Yeah.
Gunther would have to lose at either Mania or SummerSlam. And I don't think he's going to lose at Mania because then he'll be 0-2. And that's just not
the thing is, the thing is he can't lose clean. That's the tough part that they've got him in.
Win clean either.
I mean,
he can't win. Look, they made me upset too. Hold on.
Okay, you about to go on a camp rant.
Y'all know how I felt about that when we talked about it.
I know.
That match.
I know.
Yeah. So I don't know. You did call it, and I was disappointed that it did happen because I didn't want to see Gunter win that quick. I wanted to see it at Bash. I thought that would have been, I thought that would have hit harder if he won at Bash as opposed to at SummerSlam. But
Is it because it was in Cleveland? Because that's why I was disappointed.
This man hates Cleveland with a passion.
It's the whole state of Ohio. It's the whole state. Like Columbus, Cincinnati,
Chill, bro. I got family in Ohio.
Akron.
I have some family in Ohio too. I think they're in Columbus, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm
You didn't say
sorry
you
for
hated them. You just hate the city.
I
So,
hate the state.
so no judgment here. Braun Breaker beating Sami Zayn in the 2 out of 3. I honestly thought that Braun was just gonna sweep him, and then Sami got the first fall. That kind of threw me off, but it was a great match though. Overall, they killed it for sure.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at it because like I think he was a good intercontinental champion. He's had that belt a lot. Like he's actually hung onto it a lot, and I think that if you had Braun just sweep through him, that takes some momentum away from Sami. And I feel like that you can't do that. Like he was an ultimate babyface for him a while after the whole Bloodline thing. Like people were just he had pops everywhere, so you can't just like sweep him under the rug like that. That'd be kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think like
that's true.
Like,
You're right.
Yeah, the whole tease with him and Jay kind of tag teaming together to take on to go after the tag team championship. I think that's interesting.
Mention that. I think that was my pick for them to dethrone the Bloodline on SmackDown. I think it'll be Sami and Jay whenever they eventually go to SmackDown. So we'll see with that. But that you're right though. Sami definitely he didn't deserve. I'm a big proponent of building new stars and like legitimize. Not that Braun Breaker isn't legit, but you know if we're building him to be this killer, I want to see him come in and like be a killer. Like don't mess around. Like just get this over with quick.
It's also kind of like if they had like a best of 5 kind of series. Because if you take Money in the Bank and then the 1 fall Sami got, and then SummerSlam and then the 2 falls, and then
Braun got there.
Yeah, so it's
basically
it's basically a best of 5 without having a true best of 5.
That's it. Yeah,
it's a good way to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see Braun losing it anytime soon? I feel like we're getting into the era of long title reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're DIY.
Yeah, I'm paying still paying from that. I did not see that coming.
Yo, y'all love
That's crazy.
SmackDown.
That's crazy. I was like, they're not holding long. And then because NXT they didn't hold it long.
No,
Johnny Gargano just cannot have. If you're a title, you might as well not even put his side plates in there because by the time he gets them in, it's on the angle. I'm gonna need to hold that. Yeah.
No, I feel for that, and I was disappointed. I mean, I understand why the Bloodline lost, but I didn't need DIY to be the transitional champions in this situation. You know, it is what it is.
You were sad about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Me? Yeah. I was disappointed, man, because DIY they deserved it, man. They had a couple of shots beforehand and lost. They lost to the Judgment Day, and then who else did they? They
Awesome
lost to
Truth, I think.
Yeah, they lost to Awesome Truth, and did they lose? They lost to A-Town Down Under once, right? Didn't they have 2? Or no, that was their only match. Okay,
they had 2, but the other time it was reverse in DIY titles. But yeah,
if you want to count WrestleMania too, I mean, if you want to count, but that's more up in the air because it's a multi-match.
Yeah. I
feel like I want to see the Street Profits hold the titles again.
Please, I want it so
they
bad.
Deserve it.
I'm
They
glad like nobody can.
They ain't won the title in 3 years, bro.
Dang, it's
been that long. It's crazy.
It was the first SmackDown of 2021.
That's so crazy.
Against the
It has been that long.
Dolph Ziggler was still in the company.
That's crazy.
Man, no, that was they definitely won during Thunderdome era, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wait, because they won. No, they won because I remember they won it before because they beat Seth and Buddy Murphy.
That's right.
And
That's
then,
right.
and then they, the whole like New Day got drafted to Raw,
Mm-hmm.
and they got
And they
drafted to SmackDown, so they
swap
just
titles.
switched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. And then they
Very
honored
dumb.
that.
You thought that was stupid?
Oh yeah. The
I think
title swap.
when they
Yeah.
switch titles like that, it's kind of stupid. It's
But it's the same thing though. It's like,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's the same. Yeah, but like at the same time, it's like here you go, like hey, like fight, like face before, bro,
Look what
like
you do.
1v1 me.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I brought my SmackDown title to Raw. Now fight me for my SmackDown title.
Hey, bro. It'd be
And
like,
then go back
look
to
at
Raw.
look at what we get now. Especially that was during Vince era, wild card rule.
what
Like,
brand split?
right.
Yes.
We're gonna split the brands, but like four of y'all can come to this show on Monday, and then four of y'all can go to SmackDown. But we not doing a brand split. We not ending it, but it's the wild card rule.
And then random people just started showing up, and I was like, "Wait, I thought he was on SmackDown last week. Now he's on Raw. No, wait, I thought he was a SmackDown superstar. He's on NXT now. What's going
What
on?
is-
I don't know. What's really happening? That wild card rule. That was terrible. That was really bad.
It was
when
dumb.
That goes off every time and I always forget to turn it off.
Yo, I
So
have a question for you guys. Just bringing it back to SmackDown real quick. What do you guys think of a Bianca Belair heel turn?
I want it.
I want it too.
I want it because she did it in NXT, so she's shown she's capable of being a heel.
Yeah.
I definitely when they do the Jade and Bianca feud, I want Bianca to be the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll really help her character. And typical thing with top baby faces, they get stale after a while. People get tired of them. And normally heel turns are the best refresher if they are able
That's
to do
true.
it successfully. So
And
Do you
with
think
Bianca, like, sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick with Bianca, like her, I'm the quickest, the smartest, the EST. It works so well as a
Yeah.
heel because then she can be cocky and arrogant, and it works well as a face, so she can be confident in her abilities. So it's one of those things that can work either way.
Do you think that would hurt like Jade Cargill's momentum though, if she turned on Jade, or would it help? Because I can't see Jade like standing on her own just yet.
I think it would help her because, because the way it seems like it would have the face, so Jade in this case, go over, and she's beating an established star. Bianca's a Royal Rumble winner. She's won a chamber match, which I always love talking about because I love the Elimination Chamber. She's done a lot. She's beaten 3 of the 4 horsewomen. So she's built herself up, and it really establishes Jade that she's not the competitor that Tony Khan thought she was, where he just kept her in this little box, and then that undefeated streak. It's one where okay, she can go in the ring, instead of what I just think she can step out of the box. So I think it'll help her beat an established star.
Okay, yeah, interesting. My bad, BJ. I just had to ask.
Oh, you're good, man.
No,
I
you're
don't
good, man.
think that's a really good question though. I don't think it'll hurt Jade working. I agree. I think it'll benefit her really to work with Bianca. Even if she doesn't go over, I don't think they're gonna have Jade go over Bianca, but I don't think it'll hurt her. Like Cameron said, like Bianca's a legitimate superstar, so a loss to her really doesn't hurt, and it could only help her in the long run as far as her development and showcasing her abilities as a singles superstar, and working with Bianca's gonna make her look good in a one-on-one match too. So
yeah, be a very interesting fight though. I'm not gonna lie to you, very interesting fight.
I'm interested to see if they can, because obviously they're gonna do it at Mania. I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how they build it and how they can sustain interest in it all the way to Mania. So that's what I'm interested to see how they end up doing it.
Do you think that, because it'll probably be Bianca, do you think it would, so I'm going to go ahead and make an early counter prediction. If she doesn't win the Rumble, if Jay doesn't win the Rumble, they're going to face off because Bianca, cheats, cost her the Rumble match. Do you think it's going to be for the title? One way or another. Somehow Bianca wins the championship or she's champion going into it. Do you think it'll be for the title?
I think it
No.
can.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. I think it can be, and because I think that could establish Bianca's heel turn, I think she could win the title in some shady way or dirty way, to solidify that she's no longer a face, and that could segue into it. But if she's not a face or if she's not a heel winning the title, I don't.
It's interesting because I feel like Bianca doesn't necessarily need the title for people to, watch her matches. You know what I mean? I think she has star power on her own that she could just like show up and you're just gonna watch it. And I think that if you build it up as like an ego match or like a who's stronger, who's the strongest type thing, like who's the baddest type thing between Jade Cargill and Bianca, then you have a match that's more interesting because Bianca picked up Otis and walked around the ring with him. I don't know if y'all remember
That was
but she
insane.
sure did
I
that.
remember
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
She did that. And I feel like Jade Cargill can do something like that. So if you said it like, okay, who's the best between the both of y'all? I'm tuning in because I want to see that. Like they both look the same in the ring. And I think a lot of people would want to see something like that. And I don't think you really need a title match for that. I just feel like it'd be like just an extra thing. Like, all right, cool, you got the title. That's cool. I just want to see the fight though.
as long
The
as
only
they
reason
go ahead.
I'll say the only reason I say no is because I think Tiffany's going to be the champion by that time, and I mean I hate to say it, but she'll probably be facing Charlotte, like Tiffany and Charlotte at Mania. So like that's the only reason why I don't think it'd be for the title.
Forgetting about Charlotte. I keep on forgetting about Charlotte. She is gonna come back soon.
Mm-hmm. You know what her objective is all the time.
I wish I could forget about Charlotte's husband.
Well, we see him every Friday, so
I turn the channel.
yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard for. Why don't you like Andrade?
Andrade slender is crazy.
Here's the thing. First of all, Mr. The Rockstar Top 5 on the mic.
Yeah,
mine is less controversial than.
Okay,
man,
like,
I like
Andrade is like
Andrade.
a smaller star. Like he don't got a reason to be catching strays, bro.
Yes, he does. He's stiff in the ring. He's boring. He just doesn't do it for me, bro. Like I see him in the ring. Like when I heard he was coming back from the Rumble, I was like, please eliminate this man as soon as possible.
Damn.
Don't care for he's awful on the mic. To me, he's stiff in the ring. Him injuring Drew really did make a sour note for me too. I just don't find him interesting. Like he's one of those guys where I'm just like, you like him? That's cool.
You're talking about their NXT match. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, their NXT match for when Andrade won the title.
Yeah.
He injured Drew, and I get it, stuff happens, but I'm just like, okay, no, I'm good, bro. You like that kind of helps solidify my opinion that you're stiff in the ring and dangerous.
I just need him and Zelina to link back up. I think that'll.
He needs a manager to talk for him.
Yeah,
I need him to go back to the Shadow Realm.
Nah.
I like it. Andrade can stay for me.
He's one of him
Never.
and Sasha Banks are the two people that deserve the Shadow Realm. To me, those two deserve it.
Mercedes, I can understand. Don't do that to Andrade though. He don't deserve that.
Not El Idolo.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Say that.
Let me bring it back real quick.
Come on.
Yeah, because I didn't say it with an accent, so it probably didn't.
Did you say Mercedes belongs in AEW? Like she shouldn't be in WWE at all?
Nope. Whoa. No. I think she's overrated in the ring on the mic.
You know what? Maybe it's because
even when she was. I'm sorry, Giovanni. You opened up Pandora's box. Even when she was WWE, bro. Like even all the way back in her NXT days, I never understood the hype around her. She's like,
I won't go that far. But...
I will. But to me, she's just mid. Like I
won't go that far. I just think she's overrated.
I definitely can't. She is a tad bit overrated.
No. Open that thing up, because
I like Sasha Banks, and I especially like her as a heel.
Yeah.
Last
of course,
time, shut up. Just stop.
I liked her
That's
as a
not her
heel.
fault. That's Michael Cole's fault, bro.
I get it, but
Yeah.
like, she let that go to her head.
Bro,
I
let
mean,
me
it's part of her gimmick. That's her character.
I
Bro,
think it's just her personality in
boss.
general.
Yeah.
I was about to say that's her personality. Like
That's her real life personality for sure.
I feel like
she has.
my thing is like she's from Massachusetts, so I kind of have
Yeah.
to rock with her. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair.
valid. That's valid.
I have to
Oh
rock with
man,
her.
there's some people from
And I also
Illinois I
think
don't
she's
rock
good
with.
too. Huh?
There's some people from I'm from Illinois. Some people from Illinois I don't rock with.
No, I feel
Hey,
you.
they just
I feel you.
Why we slander AD? Come on,
Everybody is
bro.
just catching strays from you
Bro.
today, Cam. What's going on? Are you really that mad that Bad Blood is not in St. Louis?
I mean, if you want to open that,
Nah, bro.
No,
Let's
we
move on. Let's
ain't
do
gotta
our
do it
title
again.
association.
Yo.
Let me spit
Yeah.
my interesting fact real quick, and let's move on.
Oh yeah, yes.
okay,
We
yeah,
have a new segment or moment
two
called
technically.
the two count kick out or TCKO fact of the day. And my man Tay has the first one to share with y'all. So what you got for us, Tay?
All right, so y'all know Randy. You know he's from St. Louis, my hometown. Big chillin', that's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to get this title match at Bash of Berlin, singles match or whatever. The last time he won a singles match on a PLE was WrestleMania 37
Mm.
in that terrible match against Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt,
R.I.P.
and R.I.P. Shout out Bray
It's over
Wyatt.
1,200 days.
That's crazy.
And it's about to be more.
Uh-huh.
He's not being. We'll get into that when we do our bash prediction. But
Yeah.
well, he's not winning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, but
It is tough. That's
Dude,
crazy.
using Randy
That
to
is
put
crazy.
Bray
And that
over.
match was terrible. Didn't he RKO Alexa in that match too? Or was that the
No,
that was
Before
that was
that
the
was
Thunderdome
before.
still, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. That match was bad. And it was short too. Like
Yeah, and Alexa turned on Bray for no reason.
yeah, for no reason. Yeah, that
that's
was
the last time we saw Bray before he
Yeah,
got
because he got fired after that. Yeah. He got released after
crazy
that. Yeah.
times.
I just
They did my
That's
man
crazy.
so dirty
Rest in peace.
multiple times. Yeah. R.I.P. I'm just glad that they're doing justice with the Wyatt Six.
That
now.
anniversary is actually coming up soon too. About to be a year.
Is it?
In like 10 days, I think.
Wow.
I think it's the
That's
24th.
crazy to think about. That's so crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I remember just hearing that news. I was
Bro,
devastated.
I was
like
hurt.
I was
I
like,
didn't believe
what?
it.
It's hard to believe because you were seeing plans for him. Like they had big plans for him coming back. So I was like, what? No, I swore it was a gimmick. I was like, this has to be part of like a gimmick. There's no way this man is actually no. And it's real. So
And then seeing that Triple H tweet, I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
oh
this is
no.
legit. Yeah, crazy times, man. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. They didn't do him justice. That man definitely had a story to tell. So
That's crazy.
it is. All right. Well, on a lighter note, we'll go into our last segment of the day, title association, or as we like to call it here, Cameron.
Whose man's is this?
This is a new segment where we'll just go through different versions of titles and kind of let you guys know who's the first person that comes to our mind or who we associate with that title the most. So this should be pretty interesting. I was playing around with sharing my screen. So I guess let's actually start. We can like make this like a weekly segment though, like
Okay.
because since there's so many different titles,
Okay.
we don't want to go through all of them.
Yeah.
That'll be a 2-hour episode. Like, yo, they're still
Yeah.
talking.
So let's start off with the biggest prize in WWE, the WWE Championship, and I'm gonna share my screen here, and we'll get into it. So as y'all can see here, we have the different versions of the WWE title here. And then I guess we can start with the original Winged Eagle Championship from 1989. In Volunteers, um,
I need to go ahead and
to
bow
go
out.
first with this one.
Okay. I'll for some reason the one that sticks with me the most when it comes to that one is Shawn Michaels. Because you see the promo, the boyhood dream has come true, and it's Shawn wearing that, raising his arms after the Iron Man match against Brett. So that's always stuck with me, and I'm a big Shawn Michaels fan. So him, that's always kind of stuck with me. That when he won the WWE, and in Montreal too, like you see that that's
Mhm.
what he had. He won Montreal, so that's why that the wing angle sticks with me. And also Hulk Hogan, but that's because he won it 87 times and held it for a year. We allow Hulk Hogan slander here.
Oh no, I don't think anybody fools with Hulk Hogan anymore at all. Maybe there's a select few, but I don't think anybody on this cast fools with him.
Wait, let me check. Nope.
No,
Nope.
Yeah.
no, no, that's crazy.
Wait a second.
Nope, I don't. For me, I'll go Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
And I say that just because he beat Hogan. And that was a great big moment in WWE history. And the funny thing is, like, he hates letting people go over so much that he kicked out like right after the 3 count to like make it seem like he really didn't have him down. So, Hulk Hogan just can't let anybody get over.
And then he had to hand the title to him.
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
not about
like,
you.
It's not about you, bro. Get out the ring. Go backstage. What are you doing? So for me, that the original is Ultimate Warrior for me.
Yeah. For me, it's probably Savage. He's
Okay.
kind of like
Oh,
he's
that's a
the
good
he's
one.
the first one that came to my mind just because I think it's Mania 3. I don't remember when he won the title.
4.
4. Okay.
No, it's 4.
Okay.
Because the Mega Powers exploded 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think about the picture with him holding Miss Elizabeth on his shoulder, like when he won it and all that stuff. And so,
Oh yeah.
that's the first person that came to my mind.
Right on, right on. What about you, Giovanni?
Unfortunately, I'm too young for this. You are here.
No, it's all good, man. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll give you Hulk Hogan then, since you.
That's crazy. That's dirty work.
How do you slander the
Look at
man?
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart. Yeah, that's better.
You
That's
got Bret
better.
Hart, Giovanni.
You got Bret Hart.
I'm sorry for that too. That's tough.
Hey, I'd rather pick Bret Hart than Hulk
I'll
Hogan.
take Bret over Hogan.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, yeah, that's fine.
All right, moving on to the WWF title the updated Winged Eagle Championship from 1998. I'll kick this off because I know somebody else is gonna say it. Stone Cold for me. Yeah, that's definitely the first person I think of when I see this title. It's synonymous with the Attitude Era. So, and he's one of the prominent characters from the Attitude Era. And I have some feelings about the Attitude Era that I will save for a later show. So I'll just move on with that.
It'll be a slow news day when we'll do that on a slow wrestling day.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go just so Tay doesn't take my answer. The Rock.
Well, we know Tay wasn't saying The Rock.
Who was it? That's crazy.
The Rock, just because the majority of his titles is that promo picture where he's in like that vest and he's holding it over his shoulder, and he's got the glasses and the people's eyebrows. So that's why. I mean, Stone Cold was my first pick, but The Rock is also second.
Right on.
I mean,
go ahead, bro.
no. I mean, it's either one of them two, but I'm gonna just say Stone Cold. For reasons. He was the last person to actually hold it, so
good. That's
Okay.
another fact.
Jericho.
I'll say
yeah, I
The
guess
Rock.
so. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. It's I just love wrestling.
I guess that's yeah, that's true.
Yo,
I know
I'm
what
not
you
gonna
meant
hold
though.
you,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
I was super impressed with how much you know about wrestling when I was listening to the podcast for the first time. I was like, yo, this dude is good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
we love our wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yo. I'm
Wait till the Elimination Chamber episode. I'm gonna just let you know. Wait till the Elimination Chamber and when we cover the end of the invasion around Survivor Series, because those two episodes are going to be filled with so much history.
It ain't coming for me.
I got you, bro. I got you.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Cameron's the historian of the pod.
You
He-
can name any like WrestleMania or any. I feel like you can name any pay-per-view match. I can tell you who was the WWE champion going into that.
We're
Or
gonna
if you
quiz
say a
you.
dick,
We'll do that game one day and
That'd be interesting.
figure out how to stump you.
For real.
Do you have a pick for this one, Gio?
I'm gonna say The Rock because I've seen it on him. I don't know too much about it, but I've seen it
Yeah, I
on
was
him.
gonna. Yeah, there's not too much lineage with that title, unfortunately.
I mean, Mankind can also come to mind because when they beat Nitro,
Yeah,
that's when Mick Foley, put a lot of butts in seats.
he did. He did.
Yeah.
A lot of bumps. So deservedly so. They actually gave him a title reign. Thank
Yeah.
gosh. So, yeah. Moving on, 2002. We'll go the undisputed championship, which was they called it at the time. For me, Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Undertaker for this one. The bike, the shades, wearing the title around his neck, like that was good times there. And just seeing the character shift, like knowing, like I started watching in Ruthless Aggression, so I knew Undertaker as the Dead Man. So going back and seeing him, and his biker phase, that was very cool to see. That he was versatile with his character like that. So
That's a good pick. For me, it's Brock Lesnar.
oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I won't explain my reasoning, but
I think I know what your reasoning is. I have an inkling that it has something to do with who he
It
beat
took
to
me a
win his
second.
first who he beat to win his first one. I
I was
think
like, yo,
that
I was
might-
like, Hell in a Cell?
that
SummerSlam, baby.
SummerSlam 02 might have
Yeah.
something to do with that.
Yes, sir.
Uniondale, New York. Not even, and then they went to New York 3 months later for Survivor Series.
Oh,
Like,
he
come
know
on,
the
man.
town. That's crazy.
Dude, come on.
He's
now.
a
It's wrestling
historian.
for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Brock
Um,
Lesnar for me.
That's gonna be a very interesting game if we actually do play that.
Hey, bro, we'll bring you on to quit.
That'd be-
We'll bring you on that episode.
I would appreciate that.
Giovanni, you want to go?
No, because
Okay.
I know
But that's fair. Y'all heard him
No.
explain when he first started watching wrestling, so we can't. It is what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I was gonna go with Brock, even though I'm not the biggest Brock fan. But Kurt Angle, because that's the last version of the WWE title he held, and he put on bangers with the Canadian crippler, and at the Royal Rumble.
Dang, that's crazy.
I feel wrong saying his name. And then he's come back from neck surgery, wins in that triple threat match. Fun fact. I'm sorry. I'll save my fun fact for whenever we get to a Vengeance pay per view. But yeah, so I'm gonna go Kurt Angle or Eddie Guerrero. Eddie
I was
Guerrero.
surprised nobody said him. Yeah.
Eddie, just because
Yeah.
the big moment. When I first watched that match, I was like, yo, this match is taking forever.
So long.
It's
bro.
Yeah.
But
It
then
is-
I'm like, you know what? Okay, I get it. And
Yeah.
it's a big moment for Eddie. So
Mhm.
I'm going with Eddie Guerrero.
Nice. All right, and now we're getting into the real nitty gritty of the Ruthless Aggression era with the spinner belt.
Let's not say
2005.
the person that's the obvious answer.
I was gonna say, but we can't
Can't say
say
Yeah,
John
Cena.
Cena.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Giovanni, you can go first.
Randy Orton.
There you go.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
That's
perfect.
what I was gonna say.
Orton.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. He held that title. Randy. That's it for me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. So
I got two. So I got Edge,
yep.
and then
True.
I also have Jeff Hardy. Because Jeff Hardy winning it was a big moment.
Yeah.
Honorable mention RVD, just because when he did that promo, he's like,
I
I'm
forgot.
keeping both belts, and this one spins. I'm just like,
I'm gonna go Triple H. Just because it never looked right on him, so that it always bothered me.
Yeah.
So I think when I look at that title, I'm like, Triple H really had that around his waist, like it never looked right. And he won it or multiple times during that SmackDown run.
yeah, like twice.
Yeah.
Because he beat Randy at No Mercy, and then he lost it to Randy that
At
night,
the same night.
and then won it
Dang,
again.
yeah, that's true.
And then won it again at Backlash 08.
Funny thing about that No Mercy, like that, it's just crazy that whole night. Like, gone are the days of somebody just getting awarded a championship just for existing. Like,
Unless you're Logan Paul.
yeah. But his title reign is over, so we can be grateful for that.
Okay. Hold on.
It was just funny, like
hold
that
on.
back then.
Sorry.
We like Logan
actually
Paul in the
pretty-
ring.
Okay.
In the ring, yes.
Yeah, in the ring,
he's great.
He's great. He's great in ring.
Yeah.
Outside,
Other than that, nah. Yeah.
I just don't like him really as a person.
Dom,
Never really had a
Dom
mic
roasted
to-
him low key.
He did.
Oh, that Japan.
He did.
I
I
saw
haven't
that. I
watched the
got
full
so
episode
weak.
yet, but I saw that clip.
It also makes me mad that Dom is so likable outside of the ring.
I
Or
know.
outside of like WWE.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go Triple H for the spinner belt, and then moving into the 2013 version, which I didn't really like. Like it was too crowded for me. Like it just looks weird.
Yeah.
And there's not too many people that held this one, right? I can't
Like,
think of.
There's Rock,
Yeah.
Cena, D-Rye, and Randy.
Yeah, that's it. And then when they held it, that was whenever they were introducing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
So, I'll go Cena for this one, just because there's not too many options. So,
Yeah, once in a lifetime, twice.
yeah,
Crazy.
right, exactly.
I'm gonna go. You said I'm gonna go Rock just because he's the one that introduced it.
Yeah,
because he roasted the spinner belt and then introduced that, and we're like, oh, okay. Like after a certain point, the spinner belt it didn't even spin anymore.
Yeah,
Aggravating.
Yeah. I'll just go see it too. So
Yeah, I'll go with Rock on that one because I remember him trashing the spinner belt and then saying that the 2013 one was badass. I remember him saying that, so I'll go with Rock on that one.
Yeah,
because it's not.
It's really not.
Bro,
that's probably
it's-
one of my least favorite title designs for the WWE title. I didn't
When
like
I
it,
was
and it
younger-
shows because it didn't have a very long tenure. Because the very next year we had the new WWE Championship, the most recent one besides the
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
technically, yeah. So basically the current. But for this one, I'm going Kofi. Kofi is my pick
Kofi.
because of that how
Wow.
big of that moment of him winning at Mania, finally getting his moment, the build up, that terrible fast lane booking, and just the overall good feels. Like we all love good feels in our wrestling. So just that moment after it was almost I couldn't believe that it was happening until it happened. Like
Right.
something in the back of my
Yeah.
head was telling me they're not putting the belt on Kofi. And then when the ref hit the 3 count, and it was off of one God, Trouble in Paradise. So I that was a beautiful moment. So I'm going Kofi for that one.
I cry
Dude.
every time I see that clip of him winning. I
Oh,
get
it's so
emotional
beautiful,
every time.
man.
Every time I
It's
watch it.
so beautiful.
Yeah. I think MVP cried on that one too.
Yeah, he definitely. They were all,
Yeah.
everybody was crying, man. That
Mhm.
was a beautiful moment. Any other takers?
Can you go
Uh,
first?
yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go with AJ Styles.
Oh,
I've
that's a
been,
really good. Yeah.
I've been a big AJ Styles fan since he was in TNA. He was like, really one of the people that got me into TNA. So, seeing him like come over to WWE and then win the biggest prize in WWE and really in wrestling, it's just, I was like, I was so happy, and I'm still happy, And I'm mainly talking about his first reign, because his second reign, beating Jinder, I was just happy it was over. Just yeah, and then just the booking for that just went nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, AJ Styles is the one I always associate
Super
with that.
AJ.
Levels.
Super Styles.
Superstar.
I think I have two. Or I have two. The first one I think about is Big E, because I really like
Oh,
his title reign. I thought
that's
he
a
was
really good one.
great. I thought he was a great babyface, like heavyweight champion on Raw, and I just appreciated his charisma, man. I think there was a backstage scene where he was like taking notes on like a first contenders match, and I was like, that's so Big E, man. Like it works. And then the second one I have, and I might be wrong here, but Drew McIntyre when we were in the dome, because bro, to be able to have that title in the worst time to have a title and still rock with it, I
Yeah.
think that's dope, man. And like he's using that as like fuel to his vengeance right now, and it's perfect. It's full circle. So I think Drew McIntyre and Big E are two people I think about like as soon as I see this, right?
Drew is a great pick.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
pick. That's a
Okay.
good pick.
Yeah.
For me, the first person that came to mind was Seth Rollins. Architect Seth Rollins, blonde hair, straight.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
yeah.
cooking with that title, and then he obviously got hurt, which kind of didn't really help things for him. But
Yeah.
just the beginning of his numerous knee injury and problems and all that stuff. But yeah, Seth was the first person that came to my mind, and then somebody else that kind of crossed my mind too was actually no, he ain't even win it. I'm tripping. Yeah, I'll just stick with Seth Rollins.
Nice. All
It's a
right.
good
Well,
pick,
that
yeah.
covers who we thought of these titles. We're curious to see what y'all think, so make sure to leave your comments on who you associate with each title. Even if you have current or the same answers as us, we want to hear why. So drop those comments. Let us know how y'all feel. And I think that's a good point to wrap it up on.
Yeah.
Great show, fellas, and audience. Thanks for tuning in with us. Giovanni, thanks for jumping on. It was
Yeah.
awesome having you on as a guest, and you're welcome back anytime, man. So just
Thank you.
we'll keep you posted on that show when we quiz Cameron, and you can
Yeah,
definitely jump
yeah.
on that one.
I'm an ace.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
I
literally
appreciate you
will
guys
too.
having
It's
me
great.
on. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Anytime, just let us know. So yeah, let the people know where to find you on socials. Anything you want to plug. It's
Yeah.
good spot.
All right, there we go. So you can find me on Instagram at Geostory, GIOSTORY__. And you can find my brand on Instagram as well. It's Adaptive Pictures, adaptive.pictures. It's my film brand. I'm pretty sure somewhere out there I have a movie that I produced when I was like a freshman in college. So yeah. Be on the lookout for more things to come up. But yeah, that's it right there. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Well, we are calling that one a wrap. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, threats? Not directed towards me, but you know.
But I guess forget us. I guess forget
No,
us.
I'm asking y'all.
No,
Like, what do you?
oh, I thought you were talking about the audience. I'm like, I guess forget Tay,
No, I'm
Giovanni.
talking. No, I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about you guys.
You know, once again, we appreciate y'all, you know, rocking with us, rolling with us. We're excited for this episode. Next week, we have a guest coming on. They're a newbie, so we're excited to kind of, you know, start that. Giovanni, awesome meeting you, bro. We love the energy. Anytime you want to come on, get your questions ready because I will ace the test. I will ace it. You know, love doing this, guys. I'm glad we're doing this.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get in the episode on a hot take because I think I just kind of built that reputation for myself.
He gonna
Oh,
mean mug us again.
here we go.
I don't know how y'all will feel about this, but I was talking with other people about it and I kind of agree. So, WrestleMania 30 is not as good as people say it is.
No, I agree with you.
I agree.
All right, cool.
I
bet.
agree. That was that wasn't that bad. Yeah, okay.
Take
I
your
Some
streak
people
ending.
some people say it's up there, so that's fine.
Taker
All
Street
because of
definitely kills it,
That ruins it. That
Yeah.
ruins it. I refuse to go back and watch that WrestleMania.
bro. When his hand hit the mat for the 3 count, I literally collapsed on the floor. Like those are moments you don't forget where you were. I literally collapsed on the floor. I'm like, no freaking way. This really happened. I did not think it would ever happen, and it shouldn't have. Not to Brock Lesnar, if they decided to do it. But
But no. So
no, agree with you, 100%.
All right, cool. Bet. So
Yes,
come
sir.
better next week with hot take.
Oh, don't worry.
Tay's gonna have he's gonna have all the hot takes.
I got you. I got one. Andrade's overrated. Bye.
That's-
All right,
All right, that's
and
good.
yeah,
Turn it off.
we'll see y'all next
All
week.
right, yeah, we'll be seeing you. That's